Welcome, listeners, to the Pallid Airs Podcast. This is Monolith Surfer, your guide into the realms beneath our reality, where time collapses and the extraordinary intermingles with the mundane. In today's journey, we delve into the arcane corners of folklore on a meticulously planned cross-country expedition. Get ready to journey with a unique man named Mister Morig, a headhunter on a verge of the adventure of a lifetime through America's innermost secrets. The rain falls as steady as a metronome in Spokane, casting a gray film over the moonlit spectacle. Imagine an atmospheric canvas of brackish sepia, the rutting background to our lead character's Mister Morig's day. He's not your typical hero, blue-collar, not quite the object of enigmatic reverence that one would like in our protagonist. Morig finds himself amidst an opulent estate after an extensive drive, meeting with the enigmatic Professor Bromwick. For Morig, patience is not a virtue, but a hindrance. Yet in terms of money, as much of a pain patience can be, Morig is a man that charges by the hour. At a glance, Mr. Morig might strike you as a man of significant stature. He's tall, in his mid-40s, with a thinning ponytail of gray hair perched at the back of his head. His trimmed beard hints at his younger auburn days. His right leg crosses over left, a grimace rounding over his face from the exertion. Oh yes, our Mr. Morig has a wooden leg. He finds himself in an arcade, or less colloquially, he has been sitting here, waiting for well over an hour and a half. He awaits an audience with the formidable Donald Bromwick, a 97-year-old man of mysterious riches and ambition. On the surface, their conversation might seem mundane, establishing technicalities about a job, discussing terms and conditions. However, the stakes are high, with Bromwick offering $250,000 to Mr. Morig, should he prove successful. For Bromwick, while this chamber illustrates a hint of how he obtained his riches and fame, magazine clippings, rags, and periodicals of interesting topics, the Devil's Negro, America's Last Coven, and Do Werewolves Exist? The eccentric patron demands from Morig more than just the typical bounty. Bromwick is after something elusive, something ephemeral. Can Morig deliver the lost chronicles of American folklore? Can he prove or disprove the existence of stories hitherto considered to be myths? Looming under the surface of this seemingly straightforward interaction hide the realities of doubt, fear, and an inherent tension. Bromwick, with his rasp, neoliberal voice, lays down the law. There is no room for error. Morig's punitive silence echoes throughout the cinnamon-colored chamber, adding density to the atmosphere. The possibility of failure hangs heavy in the room. A threat veiled as an opportunity communicates itself in Morig's silence. A list of items tallied on a map, a determination to prepare for any obstacles, a stark understanding of his circumstances, and a cryptic warning from a portly, stern woman who was Bromwick's assistant surround their meeting. Even as Morig drives away from Bromwick's estate in a second-hand luxury car, his mind revels in uncertainty. What if it really was as wrought as Bromwick claimed it to be? As our story concludes for today, a map of America, marked with 5 curious locations, lies unfolded next to Mr. Morig. Idaho, the infamous haven for dark mysteries and insentient life, awaits his arrival. As he forges ahead, idling between the edges of calculated pragmatism and infamous uncertainty, one question lingers in the air, imprinted in the silence. Can Morig succeed? Please join me next time on the Pallid Airs Podcast, where we'll continue on this journey, along with Mr. Morig, uncovering what may or may not rest in the shadows of American folklore. And remember, anything that was mentioned in today's episode, you can always find in the show notes. This has been Monolith Surfer. Please send your thoughts by dropping us a message. Every word is appreciated. Thank you and good night.